what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another vlog, guys. So basically, I've had a lot of people ask me what's been happening ever since I made the one post on Instagram saying how I'm kind of like going out of the game for a little bit and stuff like that, and I'm here to answer that question. I'm not going to give the full details. Basically, long story short, ended up ripping a brake line and something else with the wheels on one of my wheels got really bad, and then the guy who fixed them or whatever kind of over. He basically wasn't responding to what I had to say for what happened to the wheel. So other than that, he basically just kind of stopped responding, like didn't own up to the work that he did. So I'm not gonna give his business out. I'm not gonna give his name out. I'm not that type of person to put someone on blast for it or whatever. But I mean, it's whatever. I mean, like I've been wanting to rebuild the wheels for a while. So basically, that is that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna be out of the game for a little bit. I need to save up quite a good bit of money. Not sure how long it's going to take. It could take a few good months, maybe. But that does give us time to go ahead and like change some small things, kind of change the setup a little bit, either the exterior or the interior. Just change some stuff up. I did sell the steering wheel. The whole NRD setup is sold. I sold that a few days ago, and now I just have to ship it out tomorrow. But I'm basically going to change up the setup. I'm going to end up going with the S2K wheel. So I do have a connection for S2K wheels. I was able to find a mint one for my friend John. So, and then other than that, I just need to get an EK cluster. Wow, that was bad. I just need to get an EK column so I can basically just switch those out, and the S2K wheel will bolt right up, because I know they have a different pattern, so you can't put them on the stock columns. So that's basically this one. I still have to get the column, because once I get the column out, I gotta meet up with someone that's local to me, because he has a K column. So we're just gonna switch them both, no money necessary. So that's dope, that's lit, that's what's up. So basically, that's what we're gonna be doing in this vlog today. We're gonna be ripping out my stock steering column. So hopefully the next day, or whenever I get a chance to meet up with him, we can switch columns, and then I can get the S2K wheel, and then at the end of this vlog, we'll be throwing that in with the hatch. Basically, we're just going to be rebuilding the wheels entirely. We're gonna make them a little bit wider. We're gonna give them bigger lips, get more of a dish, give it more of an aggressive look, everything. And then definitely with the camera that's up front, I notice how in most of the pictures, because of what we did, because it's like really Titanic in. So I'm gonna rebuild the front wheels wider, and then the rear wheels are gonna be wider with bigger lips as well. So just so I can push it out. Because right now the car's like this, front to back. So once I'm able to rebuild them a little bit wider or whatever, I can get them to actually match up. So one's not sunk all the way into the fender. I can actually bring them out and sit more lip to fender. So basically, this vlog is going to be swapping the columns and putting an S2K wheel in it. I actually have never ripped a column out before, but I've seen videos and stuff, so it doesn't look too complicated. Then I had some people actually message me saying it's not really that hard. It's basically just 10 millimeters and 12 millimeters. So that's basically what we're going to be doing for the beginning of this vlog, is just ripping that out, and then here in probably a few minutes or so into the vlog, I'm already going to have the wheel, I'm already going to have the column, and then we just slap it together. So let's go ahead and get right to ripping this thing out. And then I know right now, for everything that we got to do, I'm going to try to get the camera down as low as possible. I can't even see if I'm in focus or whatever, so sorry about that. But like I said, the wheel is sold, and so now I'm going to try to get the camera in like the best type of angle or whatever, so I can actually show you guys exactly what I'm taking apart and how we're going to get this column out. So I'm going to try my best on the camera job, but we need tools first. First order of business, we got to get these two tins out that are underneath the plastics. Take these plastics apart. We do not need them right now. I'm so bored. Lonely. I'm still lonely. I have nobody. It's Valentine's. The thing is, now we have two tins that are up in here, so loosen these Johnnies. There's the other one. Alright, so now I have this guy out. Set him off to the side. And then now I actually come up more to the rack, so the next few things, try to get this up a little more. There we go. And the next one is that we just have these two guys to take out. I believe those are 12s. So it's kind of hard to get the camera to actually sit down and unscrew these, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of those real fast. We got those guys out, and then the next guys are here, down there, and then one's on the other side that are kind of clunked by wires. All right, and then so another thing we have, got to get rid of this metal tensioner because that's holding the lower shaft. And then see if I can get you guys in here. We got a couple bolts removed. We got one there, and then we got one on the other side. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure, but hopefully you see it. So we just got those two. Release that tensioner, and then we should be able to get it to come loose. Oh, there it is. Whoop. There goes the column. Whoop. Well, we got the column free, guys. She is a free bird! Like the bird Wilbur! But I forgot to take something off. Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh, come on. And so now we've got to the lower shaft. So there's a bolt that's back here. Actually, there's a bolt right here that we gotta release, and that should be able to get this whole column guy out. All right, and then so we got that bolt loose, and now we just gotta go ahead and disconnect all the wires that are connected. And then after that, she should be ready to come out. Get this last guy that's holding it and get it loose so we can pull all these cables, like the SRS and all that other fun stuff. Make it just a little bit easier. And I definitely like the fact how most of these are kind of like your tab pull guys, so that makes it a little more convenient as well. While my head is in the way. Where are you hiding? On your boltsum. And of course the battery is dying on me. What a shame. I guess the phone we're gonna do. Almost everything out. I finished removing these plugs, so we should be able to pull this guy right out of here. The end of this first session. But right now, it's almost like this car was kind of rigged on the steering part. Because I have everything disconnected that needs to be disconnected. Is that I'm coming across this guy that travels up here to the ignition switch, which is the two Phillips head screws and stuff like that. I got this little guy removed. And then the other part is this is part of the security system because I originally had a security system in this thing, but it actually went out and kind of died out or whatever. So my car hasn't had an alarm for quite some time. Or whatever, but gotta get another alarm for it once the wheels have been rebuilt and I'm ready to take it back out on the road. So definitely gonna have an alarm by that time. But right now I'm just really confused on this part because everything comes all the way down, then it breaks off into two separate wires that come in with all this stuff and then travel all the way up under and stuff like that. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing at this point. This is just the last two issues that I'm coming across right now. So basically, I'm just going to leave that for now, and the person that I'm actually going to be trading columns with, he's actually going to be coming over here Sunday to help me figure this out because he knows a lot more about steering columns and the security stuff like that. He knows a lot more about it than I do, and even though I'm stuck in these last two things, I really don't want to cut the wrong wire or really mess up my steering or whatever and stuff like that. I don't want to mess with the SRS. I just don't want to do the wrong thing, you know what I mean? So it's always better to like reach out to people who know more about it. Or whatever, it doesn't matter how dumb or how stupid of a thing it is. If you don't know, get out there and ask somebody who does. I mean, they're not gonna blame you. It's better than cutting the wrong thing or doing something wrong that's gonna mess the car up really bad. So I'm gonna wait for him to come here Sunday. and he's gonna figure that out, and then he's gonna swap me for his EK column, and then I also should be able to have the S2K wheel by that time, and then we can bolt all this stuff up. So that's probably gonna be the end for tonight. All right, guys. So now we are a week later. We do have the EK steering column. We do have the column that we need to put the S2K wheel on. We do now have the EK column. We're about to put this in the car and slap the wheel on here in just a second. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Wyatt. I cannot remember your last name right now. I don't know why I can't remember your last name, but definitely shout out to him or whatever. He was able to rip this out of one of his other cars that he had. So definitely huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for being able to get me this. Definitely go check him out. I'll put his Instagram name somewhere in the title or whatever. But other than that, huge shout out to you. And then if anybody needs Honda parts or any stuff like that, he's got a lot of Honda parts or whatever. So definitely bang his line if you need some parts for your car. But other than that, I'm stoked to do this. So let's go ahead and put this in. And then also, before we get to doing that stuff, I want to let you guys know on some of the things that is going to be happening in the next few vlogs, because not this vlog, but the next vlog is going to be another really good one. We're going to be installing the 32K springs, and yes, it looks like I'm shrinking down. I just can't meet the angle. So I gotta shrink down for this. We are going to be switching out the 8Ks for the lovely Swift 320 springs. Thank you to Scotty. BB. But definitely shout out to Scotty for taking these off the TSX so I'd be able to use the 32s so we can get off of 8K springs. I'm going from 8 to 32. That's a decent jump, and 32K springs is way more than required for a Civic, just for this thing being such a light car, or basically like any 90s car in general almost. But they're just really light cars. I do not need 32K springs, but I want to be the stiffest Johnny. It's going to be a booby bouncer. So that's what it's going to be. So this is what you guys will be expecting to see in the next vlog, is swapping out all the 8Ks, putting all 32s in. Other than that, also probably 2 weeks, either 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'm going to go ahead and switch out the windshield. We're going to be throwing the Battle Gang banner on there. Definitely stoked to be a part of the family. So that is going to be really cool, but we gotta get the windshield first. And I'm going to see if I can show you guys the windshield. I'm not sure if it's going to pull up on the camera. It might, because I have like 5 sets of lights going on right now or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can show you guys the crack. It's insane. And there it is. Boom, boom. We have that. We also have the cluster, so we're gonna go ahead and slap this in here right now. And as you can see, I've been cleaning out the car because this car has been pretty dirty recently or whatever, but everything's just kind of all out there. I ended up getting this cool little shift knob. It has a little kind of a flaky kind of thing to it, but it's kind of off topic. Other than that, just going to be cleaning some stuff out, and then in the future, we're going to be swapping this out, and we're going to be throwing an S2K cluster in there. So that'll definitely be really dope. We're basically dealing with the same thing, fitment, wheels, all that's still the same. And now I just got to wait for that stuff. But other than that, let's go ahead and get to the wheel and continue on with this vlog. Get it wrapped up for you guys. You can definitely tell how stupid I am right now. We don't even have the cluster in, so we can't even start the damn car. Idiot. God, I'm an idiot. Honestly, really wish that the light was a little better for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys can like see this somewhat okay, but other than that, no, you can't even. Actually, no, you can see a little bit. You can get a little bit of the drift. But let's go ahead and throw this in. Hopefully, I do everything correctly, exactly how I took it out. So we're gonna see how this goes. Well, the first thing we need to do, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the camera down there, is we need to connect our little end on the very back. Fun. Also, when you don't have everything that you need because you're such a dumb or whatever, you gotta keep getting back out of the car. Ain't that lovely? So we got that bolt tied in there. Now we can start putting it up and start hooking up some of the connections. We can just take the connections that are in there pretty damn strong. So that's one good sign. We do have the headlights and the dash light's coming on now, so that's one good part. Then now we basically just gotta finish hooking some of these cables up, get all these up there and tucked away, and then after that, we should be able to try to start the car. Everything else, put the steering wheel on. But other than that, I made it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Like, if you guys actually paid attention to like what all I was doing, like you can tell I was getting confused, I was getting lost. It's literally the simplest thing, but like for some reason for me, whenever it comes to me and working on cars, I make it the most complicated way in the world. Like if someone wanted me to tell them like how to do this or how to change out that, I would make it the most complicated way there is to do it. I swear, I do some of the most complicated things. I make it harder on myself. I don't know why. I naturally make it harder for myself. It's where you see how like the whole time I'm like holding the column while I'm trying to do other stuff. Like just hook it up first so you already have it in there. So you don't have to do everything else. I make everything so complicated. Long story short, do not ask me to help you with anything or show you how to do something. I will be a waste of your time. Now we just gotta put our guy back on, finish bolting it up. Well, first, let's see what we can do by just putting the key in the ignition. The battery might be dead. Or I just haven't finished hooking everything up. And then it also turns out that the ignition switch might be bad, and I already got a red indicator light. I seriously need to get more batteries. This is one battery I've been using this whole time for vlogs. Now I gotta bust out the phone to finish this vlog. Hashtag big neck. Alright guys, so right now probably another issue. The car is not starting or whatever, but I ended up separating the ignition, and then I was able to put a flathead screwdriver in it, and then nothing's happening. So I'm gonna end up taking my EG1 out and throwing it in here, and hopefully that is the issue for the starter. So now what we're doing is that we're thinking that the ignition switch is bad, so we're basically undoing this bracket or whatever so we can swap out this part of the harness, because we're thinking that because of this harness, because my harness on the EG, it has more wires that are running through here. Now the colors that they both have in common are exactly the same. They're in the same holes that they need to be in. Is that since my harness has more wires or whatever, we're thinking that those other wires could be the reason why it's not starting. So we're gonna rip out these parts and put the EG ones back in and hook it up, and hopefully it starts. So I'm just about to finish taking this bracket out so we can slide it out and throw the EG one in, and hopefully that'll get this thing to start. And so now I still can't exactly figure out why it doesn't want to start. It could be some fuses. I already switched out the EG ignition switch. I put it in the EK one. So why it's going to be coming over tomorrow or whatever to see if we can figure out why exactly it doesn't want to start. He's going to bring a couple other switches or whatever just in case it's bad. But the EG one that was good or whatever, that one's in there now. So we're just going to put it back together and see if we can figure out why it's doing this. I just want to drive the car already. But I did put the wheel on to see what it looks like, and it looks really nice. I'm definitely very satisfied with it. It definitely does look really good in an EG. Everything matches. It like lines up with the dashboard and everything. Definitely looks a lot more OEM, I guess you could say. But yeah. Now obviously I haven't hooked everything up yet because I gotta figure out why it doesn't want to start. So I don't want to like put everything back together or whatever, because like I said, I haven't hooked everything up yet. But I just wanted to see what the wheel would look like. Looks pretty dope. I'm definitely in love. It is now time for me to go to bed and finish this tomorrow, which is Friday. Technically, it already is Friday, and I have about 4.5 hours of sleep before I go to work, so I need to go to bed. So I will see you guys after work. This is me on 4 hours of sleep, heading into work. Because I wanted to try to get the car started or whatever, but like I showed you already, I gotta wait for Wyatt to get there. He knows a little bit more about it than I do, so he'd probably figure out why the car is not starting with the new cluster in it. So 4.5 hours of sleep, 4 hours, 4.5, I don't know. But I am tired. I ended up going to bed at like 1:15 or something. Whew. But got to work on time. That's all that matters. All right, guys. So now we're back off work or whatever. We actually got started. We actually figured out. Me and Wyatt, we figured out what it was or whatever. So now the car starts, and then obviously just because the car's been sitting for about a month or so since I had my thing go down with my wheel or whatever, but since it's been sitting so long or whatever, but we got it to like try to turn over or whatever, so now we know that just from it sitting for so long, and then having the cold weather, little cold fronts we had here and there, is like that, so now I just think it just needs like a jump start, and then it's like back to normal, you know what I mean, even though I'm out of breath, because my house is just directly above there, so I ran back down just for the fact that the garage was up, but other than that, I still got a lot of cleaning up in here to do. I still need to put all these up, get rid of this wire cluster. I know it looks crazy, but this actually isn't me. I'm actually going to be assorting the wires in the correct places. I'm not going to deal with a tsunami of wires. No way in hell. But we need to officially rewire this one, because I'm not rolling around like that. You got me up. But so I just have to properly wire this back up. But other than that, I need to finish. You are out of focus. Other than that, I just need to finish strapping this guy up, get it all tight and everything. But other than that, guys, so that was the EG to EK steering column switch to put the S2K wheel on. Because I know, I'll tell you guys what though, it definitely took me a minute to like figure out the title, just for the fact that trying to explain all that and kind of like narrow it down into something like short and sweet for a title or whatever. So I just put this as the title, or if you're watching this on your phone, then this, or if everything on YouTube is always at the bottom now. Anyways, getting off topic. But so now that part is done. So now we have the S2K wheel going. We got everything hooked up. And so now we're just waiting for the barrels. The barrels are in New York right now. So they came from United Kingdom. They're in New York right now. So that means at least they're in the U.S. So I'm thankful for that. So maybe another week or two. Hopefully shorter. If that'd be shorter, that'd be freaking amazing. But definitely, once those barrels come in, and then like I said, next Friday I'm ordering the lips, whatever, the 4-inch lips, so I can do the 16 by 10 and all that jazz. Whatever, but stay tuned for the next vlog, because the next vlog, like I said, we're gonna be swapping out the 8K springs and running 32s on them, running 32Ks on the hatch. So other than that, even though I'm still out of breath, but I hope you guys like this vlog. Like, subscribe, whatever you want to do it, and I will see you guys next time. All right.